So today we're going to go over some of the basics of how to use Snapseed. You'll need to download the app first. It's the icon that looks like a leaf. It is a free app, but please be aware of any in-app purchases. When you open the app, it looks like this. It says tap anywhere to open a photo. So I'm just going to tap, pick an image from my stock images files and click done. Now when you first open it, you'll see all these preset filters. This is a really quick way of editing a photo very quickly. Some interesting effects here. Straight away you can see some fairly large differences. Once you're happy with it, click the tick button. If you'd like to edit some more details, click on Tools. Now there are a lot of icons here. Okay, some of them aren't so useful, some of them are pretty self-explanatory. So the crop function is very self-explanatory. You can crop it to whatever size you want. It also has some preset sizes as well. Once you're happy with where it is, click the tick. Click Tools again. Rotate's fairly self-explanatory. I'm not going to go through that one with you. And black and white as well, very self-explanatory. Lots of different ways to add in black and white. I would like to work in colour today, so I'm not going to use that one. One I would like to show you is Tune Image. This is slightly more complex. If you click on the little bars at the bottom, you can edit the brightness, contrast, saturation, ambience, highlights, shadows and warmth. So if I click on warmth, at the top, right at the top of the screen, you'll see I can go higher or lower, okay, depending on what you want. And then click the tick once you're happy. You can still use that again if you'd like to tune the image again. Click on the bars. I might want to make it brighter. Or darker. I'm going to make it a little bit brighter. Okay, so that's the tune image. There's a lot of different options there you can have a play around with. There's some other options you can play around with. I'm just going to go over some of the basic ones today. So let's try grainy film. So this adds a kind of interesting texture, some basically more preset filters here. And you can also tune that, the style strength and the grain as well. So whichever one you want. So anything that you edit into, you can then tune again. We can also use grunge. This is quite a nice one. Lots of different effects here. You can change the style, brightness, saturation and texture strength. If you click on the one with the lines on, these are the different textures you can use. And the brightness. And once you're happy with it, click the tick button. Okay, you can also add some more filters. That Noir has some interesting black and white filters, kind of more film style. I'm going to work in colour today because I quite like the warm tones. You can also use frames and add a frame to your image as well. So have a play around with some of these images and some of these filters and settings and see what you can come up with. Once you're happy with your image as a whole, you can click export. You can either share it or you can save a copy onto your phone. You can then submit it on Teams or print it or use it in your coursework, whatever you prefer. If ever you don't like something and you want to change it back, there's an icon right at the top, this one here. You can either undo, revert or view edit. If you click on view edits, you can see all the edits that you have done. This is very useful for GCSE graphics, so you can screenshot each change you have made to show evidence that you have edited that photograph. So if you're editing your own photograph like I am here, you can show your own photography skills and also step by step each change that you have made to the examiner. If you ever want to change it back, so for example, if I want to get rid of grainy film, I can get rid of that and I can change the style again and click the tick button. Okay, if I want to delete it, delete the change that I made, you can press the delete button. Okay, once you're happy with it, go to back and then export and save or share. Have a go and have a play around with all the different settings and see what you come up with.